Hi, I'm Olivia McDaniel, and I'm the founder and president of She. It's a nonprofit for women's health and fitness. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about what She is and why I started it and how I started it and what is the She story. So I've actually built up enough courage to talk about that today because it has a lot to do with my testimony and what God's brought me through. And first and foremost, He deserves all the glory for anything because without Him, I wouldn't be able to make it. Okay, so here it goes. So just a little bit about myself. I do work in full-time ministry with my parents, and I sing on the worship team there every week. I was a college soccer player, and I ended up graduating from USF with a marketing degree. I'm very competitive. I'm a perfectionist. I'm very type A. I'm extremely afraid of failure. Everything has to be perfect before I ever do anything. So here's how this story goes. So October 1st of 2013, I walked into work and I couldn't speak. I didn't have a voice and I couldn't talk. I couldn't call people for my clients. I was in a sales position, which had a lot of cold calling and a lot of meeting with clients. And so I immediately started bawling because as a singer, that's really tough not being able to talk. So I went to my boss and I had to go straight to the doctor, to the ENT, and he found that I had vocal nodules and extreme swelling because of my acid reflux. And he said that no matter what, I have to take off 3 months from work and at least 6 months from singing. So that was very devastating, and I was extremely emotional about it because that is my way of worshiping God, and that is just my life, is singing to Him and worshiping. So that was tough. And then October 16th, just about 2 weeks later, my fiance had a very life-shattering event that would change our lives forever. That's very tough to go through, and it's hard to talk about. So not only did I lose my one talent that I thought I had, but I thought I was losing him. I was doing a lot of soul searching and praying and fasting, and I always swore to my parents that I would never work at a church or ever be in ministry because it's tough. But in March, I was just praying and fasting, and God was just telling me that that's what I'm supposed to do. So I was like, oh God, this is crazy. So I go to the gym, and of course, and I went running to get some stress out and just to clear my head. So as I'm getting to the gym, my dad walks in, and he pulls me to the side and says, hey buddy, I was thinking today, I think you should work at the church. Would you ever consider that? And I was just like, oh crap, this is just confirmation. Like, God, seriously, come on now. So needless to say, I started working in full-time ministry with my parents, and it's been amazing. It's great just to be able to pour into people, and it's just an opportunity to serve others in the church. Coming up that next August, so from March to August, I was on a missions trip to Guatemala. The day I got back from my missions trip, I found out that my papa had brain cancer. This was terrifying and the worst news I've ever received. When they originally brought him in, they said without treatment, he would only last 45 days. My papa and Cam are one of my best friends, and we're very close. So this was probably the hardest day of my life, besides the incident with Tim. Ugh. So from August to September, I just prayed and prayed and prayed. And I was soul searching, just, God, what do you have me to do? I was in a dark place, and I was just so upset. I was just asking God, why do so many bad things have to be happening to me right now? And one day, it was the end of September going into October, I'm sitting at work, and He's just saying, you need to help others. You need to go start a boot camp out at the park. And I'm just thinking, are you kidding me? I have nothing to give. I'm so empty. I'm in the darkest point of my life. How in the world am I supposed to give to others or encourage them during their life circumstances? So, of course, I prayed for weeks about it and justified why I shouldn't do it, and was just afraid that, what if I am terrible at this, or what if I fail at this? I was searching and Googling names on how to start something like this. I was thinking of a mission statement, a slogan, a logo, anything possible to start a business, and I had no idea what I was doing, besides from my marketing education. But then it became really clear one day. God just said, just do it. Anything that you give to me, even though if it's your emptiness, He can turn it into something so great. So, I think this was a Monday. I texted my friend and said, hey, want to go work out at the park that next Tuesday? So it was just she and I, just one other person went to Eagle Lake Park that day. And it was great. We had a lot of fun. I don't know how good the workout was. It was from one of my college soccer workouts, so I'm pretty sure it was tough. But we had a great time. So then about 3 weeks went by, and then there was still only one person. So I'm like, goodness gracious, God, did I hear right from you? Am I doing something wrong? Is this a fleshly thing? But then what hit me and what I've really stuck through with my entire ministry and my nonprofit organization is, if you're faithful over few, He will make you ruler over many. So I just kept praying over and over again, God, let me be faithful with this one person. Then it started to grow. So then we had 9. I remember I was so excited when we had 9. So I said, okay, let me be faithful over 9. And then we grew to 15 and then 30. And now we have over 75 a week that all meet together. And I remember in the beginning, I wasn't adding anything spiritual in it because I was scared and I was nervous, and there was not a lot of believers in the group. And my fiance, Tim, really encouraged me, and he pushed me and said, Liv, are you praying? And I was like, what do you mean? Of course, avoiding the question. And I said no. So that next week we started to pray, and since then it's really been amazing. A totally powerful time of prayer and testimony at the end, and we've all become so close. This past June of 2015, I got to start a kids boot camp, which was my absolute dream all through college, was to do a Children's Obesity Foundation. So Gina actually, she partnered with me, and we've been doing a kids boot camp every Tuesday to help the kids start off on a healthier and happier lifestyle, learning good eating habits, getting their workout in, while the moms work out with me. So that was amazing. And then in July, my papa started to decline really bad. So that was really tough for me. But the girls were there for me the whole entire way and were such an amazing support. And then August 7th, he ended up passing away. But now he's with Jesus, and it's so comforting to know that. It's crazy timing because August 7th, he passed, and August 15th was our biggest She Bash. So it was kind of insane timing, but I was so incredibly thankful for my She sisters during that time, because I don't know how in the world I would have gotten through that without them. And that is what She is all about. She is all about empowering women to be the best she can be, physically, mentally, and spiritually. We are not intended to walk this life alone. We are not. It's all about helping each other, laughing together, crying together. I'm a little emotional. But we are a true sisterhood. So wherever you are right now, if you're in a dark place, or if you're rolling and you're having an amazing time, if you're in that joyful time of your life, I encourage you to join us. Be a part of our sisterhood and help us empower more women to be their best she. Thank you so much.